So it was October 1st, 2011. Sonal and I were making a trip out to visit her family in Winchester, Virginia. It also happened to be that same weekend the Texas Longhorns were playing their football game. And if you know me, being a guy from Texas, football is a pretty big deal here, and got to try and watch every game I can. Well, being the great girl that Sonal is, she actually took me out to a Buffalo Wild Wings in Winchester to watch the game. But however, that evening, though, Sonal wasn't just only going to watch Texas win with me, but she was also going to hear those three words that she had been waiting to hear. I love you. As you can imagine, though, her reaction wasn't the reaction that I was actually expecting. But given that most girls don't imagine being told I love you for the first time at a sports bar, kind of understood where she was coming from. But, you know, Sonal did know that it was from the goodness of my heart, and so however, over time, Buffalo Wild Wings did become a special spot and a very cool and fun memory for the both of us.
You are a terrible direction
How?
giver sidekick. I am such a good sidekick.
I'm not a backseat driver.
No, you're supposed to be my sidekick. Look.
You're following your signs. You are clearly
looking.
You clearly trusted
Look how big
the
it is.
signs.
We met in Austin. For me, I knew the first time I saw her that weekend. She's a fun gal. She's smart. She's definitely smarter than me. I think she's outgoing. She loves to do things that I would probably say that I've never thought of ever doing. I love to travel, but I think when I go out, my definition of traveling is just going to see what the coolest bars in town are, or going to see a football game. But for her, she actually has taught me to respect the culture of different cities, respect life itself. And so I've enjoyed that. You know, and when we travel, we spend a lot of time together just getting to know the places that we're in and the world that we live in, but also getting to know each other, one another quite a bit. As time went on, a lot of my friends also mentioned that, you know, she's a great girl, she's one for you. And as we began seeing each other more and more often, like I said, I've learned a lot about myself through her. I think we're the only two Indian people that you'll ever meet that love country. That's where I knew she was the right one when she told me her favorite band was the Zac Brown Band. She's one that knows what she wants in life, but at the same time she's understanding, she's caring. She's taught me to enjoy and loosen up a little bit in life, and to see the good things in life as well. So I think over time I knew that she was the one, but I think it also goes back to the very first time I met her that I felt like she was going to be the girl for me. That one of my favorite things in the world is Texas football, and for a girl to accommodate that and to actually become a Texas fan is quite huge to me, so gotta love it. Me personally, I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with her, and I think we've got a lot to explore in the world, and I'm looking forward to doing it with her. Everything about her is what I could ever ask for in a woman. Babe, the love of my life. You know that. I've given you a lot of tough times, but I know that I'm done concerned about this decision. Will you marry me?
Oh my God.
Love you.
In my heart, I thought he might propose that weekend, but he had been playing off this work awards ceremony and holiday party so well as it got closer to when I was visiting that I really believed that that's what I was coming down to Dallas for. On Friday night when I came to town, he left for what he said was a work event, and when he came home, he pretty much was up for like a half an hour before going to bed. So I thought it seemed just like another day and another visit, and that I had been, like, in my heart, I had been completely wrong about a proposal. So that night, I thought, there's no harm in telling Amar that, you may not want to hear this, but I kind of thought you were going to propose this weekend. And he didn't even flinch at all, and he played it off so cool in very Amar fashion and said, I don't know why you would think that. I haven't given any inclination towards it. And I said, yeah, you're right, but in my heart, I thought it would be. So the next day, we started out our day as normal on Saturday. I honestly thought that the highlight of my day was going to be my Chick-fil-A breakfast. And Amar had kind of been rushing me from store to store and wouldn't let me eat inside the Chick-fil-A. And then it turned out that we had some time to kill before the work award ceremony. So we ended up going to Buffalo Wild Wings, which was totally normal since we had been to that same one at least twice before. And I didn't think anything of it at all. Amar had previously shown me a convention center where the award ceremony was going to be, and it was right by the Buffalo Wild Wings, so, it seemed totally fine to go there. So we walked in, and we were seated by the Christmas tree, and shortly after, the manager comes over and said that he wants to apologize because they're taking pictures of the food for their menu. And so I thought nothing of it and thought that that was actually pretty cool that they were taking real pictures of their food for the menu. And Amar and I were just talking normally. We had ordered a drink and everything was totally fine. And after a little while, Amar said, "Look, babe, something's happening." And then I looked up and the first thing I see is Amar and Sonal written on the screen. And instantaneously, I started, my stomach was in knots, and I was just so in shock, and I kept looking back at Amar for some sort of a sign of what was going on, and he was giving no sign on his face as to what was going on. So I was really shaking, and I was trying to listen to the video as much as possible, and all of these thoughts were just racing through my head. And after the video finished, Amar came from across the booth, and I remember at some point I started crying, and I was just so in shock. I don't remember what he said, except, "Will you marry me?" So I couldn't even see the ring clearly because I had a tear in my eye as he put it on. And everyone later said that it took me a while to say yes to him, but I was honestly just so in shock and just so excited and mesmerized by Amar and the whole day.
I love you by and by. I don't know if I'd survive without a friend like